Hello, my friends. Welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. This is Jennifer. Coming to you guys just a little bit hoarse today because I have been talking non-stop from Wednesday morning through Monday morning. Jules was with me. She flew in and we hung out all of Wednesday, did some thrifting, hit ACR, and we hit Savers, and that was really fun. And then Thursday we drove down to Katy to visit Jennifer Rolls, and we hung out with her all day. And then Friday, the three of us went to Sew Special Quilts. That's a tongue twister for me. So Friday we went to Sew Special Quilts. We did a little bit of shopping there. We did a little bit more just poking around when we got home, because Jules and I came home on Friday and we're home Friday evening. Then we did some stuff on Saturday, went out to some local shops. Didn't really buy anything Saturday, but mostly it was just hanging out, and it was mostly hanging out and chatting, which is, I think we both really needed. So there was no actual crafting. It was just BFF time with a little extra Jennifer thrown in, and it was a wonderful time. And I hate when it's over because, I only get to see my best friend a couple times a year, and every time we see each other, I'm just like, let's plan for next one. So yeah, so you guys be sure and watch Jules' video, because I'm sure she will have some things to say about this trip too. So my first little show and tell is actually a gift that Jules brought me from Albuquerque, and this was sort of a bonus to my birthday box, a CD, which is in here, of the 12 Days of Christmas Southwest. So it's like a Christmassy quilt, but these are all the Southwest things, and it doesn't look super Christmassy to me, so I'm fine with that. But I probably won't make the quilt, but I will probably make a bunch of these vlogs because I love succulents. I love birds. We got a lot of really cute little stuff in here. And again, these are all for machine embroidery, so I'm really excited to try some of these. I can see some tote bags, some cushions, some really fun things with these cute patterns. So obviously, thank you, Jules, for that. I thanked her in person, but you could never say thanks too many times. So of course, the first thing Jules and I did after she got here was go to Austin Creative Reuse. So I got a little sticker, and I actually got one for Jules too, because this is one of their fundraisers, and they are a nonprofit, so I want them to stay in business. So whenever I have the opportunity, I always try to support them. So if you've never been to a creative reuse center, I definitely suggest looking up to see if there's one near you. It's a arts and crafts thrift store. So it's things that other people have had and they didn't need anymore and they've donated. So you get all kinds of cool crafty things. A creative reuse center is a great way to find reusable craft supplies, fabric. I buy a lot of my fabric there. And if you are in Albuquerque, check out Hip Stitch, because they have a department in their store called Recreate, which is the same general vibe, but fabric and that kind of stuff. So anyway, so check that out. See if you can find something in your area, because it's super fun to get to do, because sometimes you find really unique things. I can't say I found anything super unique, but I found some things that were very useful. I got a handful of zippers of all different sizes. I got a couple. This is a separating zipper. So this is like a hoodie zipper. And then there's another long separating zipper, and then just a couple other random zippers. And these are just nice zippers. I love them for tote bags and cushions and that kind of thing. I also got some vintagey bias tape, and I've been using this a little bit more, especially since I've been making clothing. So I wanted to just see what they had, and I went ahead and got stuff that was still in the package. And this has been around long enough that it was 16 cents at Kmart once upon a time. I also got some legal pads and notepads, that kind of thing, because that's what I take notes on and sketch in when I'm in the sewing room and I go through them. So I tend to pick those up at ACR so that I'm giving stuff that's already out there a second life. And I got a brand new pen. I haven't tried it yet, but it still has the little doohickey on the end, so I know it's brand new. When Jules and I went to Savor, I did get a new top, but it needs some alterations. So I will take care of that first, and then I'll show that to you guys later. She got a couple things, and I will leave it to her whether she's going to tell you about that. When we went to Sew Special Quilts with Jennifer in Katy, Texas, each of us got some of this fabric. I have a yard, and then I know Jennifer and Jules both got some, so that was fun for all of us to get the same fabric. Also bought a running Doe Quilts design. I love her patterns. They're all super cute and whimsical and very easy, because I'm not flipping it over because the pattern's on the back. They're all very easy, and you can find them on postcards, and you can find them on the Via Rosa website, and I'm sure probably the Running Doe website. So if you haven't tried these patterns, they're super easy, super fun. And my Christmas quilt I made a couple years ago that's all giant flowers was one of her patterns. The only other thing I got at the quilt store was a new ruler. This is a 2.5 by 18.5, and I had tried my friend Dominique's before, and I think hers is either 2.5 by 12 or 2.5 by 18. So it was close to this. So I really liked the way hers felt on my hand, and I figured I love my 2.5 by 6.5 so much that I might as well give this one a shot. So new ruler for me. And while this is not super exciting, I also got some new white vinyl when Jules and I went to Michael's. We went to check it out because neither one of us has been since they announced that they had bought branding from Joann's. It was exactly the same. We didn't see anything unusual or different or whatever, but maybe it's early days and maybe they'll only put that stuff online. I did need some white vinyl because this is what I make car decals from, and I had just made a bunch for my kiddo. And I was down to drags. I don't have any more. I use it for a lot of other things too, but that was the last thing that I was using it for. So yeah, that was it. That was our hanging out. It was mostly just nice restorative friend time and lots of chatting and lots of getting to be together, talking about projects, talking about fabric, talking about the world and life and whatever. And, you know, sometimes you just need to be in the actual physical presence of your friends. Wherever you are in the world and whatever you're doing, I really hope that this video finds you well. I hope you guys have a lovely week. I hope you have a crafty week. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.